Welcome to the Jacob Wayne Show. I am your Jacob Wayne, and with me is Kellen Gibbons. How are you?
I am.
I didn't have a nice, sexy word for you today.
I was surprised. I was like, oh, God damn, it's just me then. All right, here I am.
I just got a pit stinger. What are you sipping on?
Oh, yeah. Is it? Well, okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm sipping on, but I want to know how the pit stinging is going. I just got
it's not happening.
That's good. So
I think it is just I'm chunky and hot weather's not my friend.
The summertime chafe.
Yeah, you get a little drunk, you get a little, get a little more sweaty.
Yeah.
Man. Summer chafing.
Yeah.
Chafing.
It's never good.
Yeah, I did sign up for a gym though. There's one opening up right nearby. And if you're the first member of the first 500 people to sign up, you get the $1 up front rather than like their annual charge, and then 1 month free, and then it's $10.99 every month after that. Cancel anytime.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And so I'm just a little nervous about going into the gym and like not, I think everybody is to a degree. Like anybody who goes into a gym and is completely comfortable by themselves, that fucking guy, and it's probably a guy.
It is,
but it's I just don't want to get in there and like not think of a certain etiquette thing. Like you didn't wipe down the bar thing properly. Like, oh shit, it was 5, not just 3.
You shit yourself on the stair stepper again.
I thought I was supposed to. I was getting healthy, dropping pounds. But yeah, so I just gotta go in and be like, ask questions. I'm like, how's this little thing work? And just pat my belly and go,
help.
Yeah.
No, man, that's cool. You got anybody like Shaka get one too, or just you?
No, because he's like more into rock climbing. I think he needs to, or not that he needs to, but that's what he's looking into once COVID is more died down and gyms are pretty much regular. I think they're kind of back to normal. I don't mind lifting weights and jogging with a mask on if I need to, but
yeah.
So
jogging could be tough, but yeah, I'd let's go do that outside or something in the park. Anyways, but yeah, that's cool.
Well, yeah, and Chucky also knows how to like eat a reasonable portion of something and stop when he's full. And
lame,
inexplicable fucking abs.
Yeah,
I'm just like, all right, if I had that workout plan, like, yeah, that's what I would do.
Hell yeah,
just good genetics and know how to say no when you don't need something anymore.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Anyway, what are you sipping on?
I might be doing that. Might be looking at a gym someday. I'm just sipping on a straight up Jameson on the rocks. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Just good old Jamie. It was on clearance at the liquor store, so I got a bottle.
Hell yeah. Well,
that's
all right.
Nice.
Let's go with that. We got the gym thing. I don't know what other time I'd be able to bring this up, so might as well, because we're like kind of low on content today, I think, or maybe just motivation. A little sleepy today. But this story, so like I don't know, this was just for the audience, but last time I went to a gym and like really went at it, it was after this. I gotta keep names out of this. A relationship thing wasn't going too smoothly, and
Yeah.
I was really upset about it. So I kind of got into that young 20-something headspace, like, well, I'm gonna get in shape. I'll show her. I'll get all sexy. She'll want more of this. So I was like, I
Yeah.
got really motivated, and I met an old high school friend who used to be like a hippie, and like, yeah, I'm like, I go to the gym and I'm just really ripped, and I think I can help you out. And just like,
Yep.
all right, cool. So started going to the gym. I wish I still had the what workout plan. It was like the leg
Oh,
day,
yep.
chest day, like, because it was an awesome workout and everything was getting worked. It was one of those like workouts too where you're seeing results, and you get home, you eat whatever you want, like,
Uh-huh.
because it's not doing anything, because you're just like, yeah, I'm burning it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So we do this workout plan. We did it at a high school in Smithfield, Utah, where I went to high school, Skyview High. Go
Yeah.
Bobcats.
Yep. I mean, well, that's the mascot. I don't know if you're saying it. Oh, you okay.
Let's
You knew the
go.
mascot. You're like,
Go.
yeah, I feel you.
Sure. That's another funny side note. We had our, oh man, yeah, 2014, we had our 10-year class reunion thing, and
Oh yeah.
it just got canceled because nobody in our class like gave a fuck. They're like, nah,
Dude,
I'm good.
I don't know about your class, but our class tried to do a 5-year, and I was just like, I'm not even gonna look at this. I'm not even gonna open that. Like,
And
I'm not gonna want to see you guys in 10. Like maybe a couple of you in 20, fine. We'll
well, I'll
try.
be honest, and I'll put it out there for any of you listeners. There's definitely a part of me that wants to see the aged people I went to high school with,
Yeah.
and I want to have sex with them. And I mean,
We're
like the like, hey, you were always cute, and I want to find out which ones were super Mormon, but now, like, they don't have to be super hot.
yeah.
Like, she have a weird droopy eye and had one kid, and
Yeah.
but now she's like, oh, so life beats you up a little bit. Like, let's go get a bottle and get out of here, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of a hot fantasy for me. Shit, some of
Huh.
these dudes that were bullies, like if they're all twinked out, I'd bat for the other team for a night just for the
Just
story.
for that, yeah, just to remember.
Yeah.
Well,
But
goddamn.
anyway, so I'm going to this gym at my old high school, and I noticed that this dude I'm working out with, he also has his other buddy who went to high school with us as well, and he got fucking like swole.
Yeah.
Like, he used to be scrawny, and then he's just like, ugh, like, just fucking bulked out. Either a ton of protein shakes or, maybe on the juice,
A little
but
bit of roids.
and anyways, they would do, they do a little line of cocaine, and
Oh.
I was like, all right, sure, right before a workout, why not? I was a young man, a little more open to such things, It's the statute of limitations on that, by the way. 10-year anniversary. Yeah, so I'm good. But anyway, we're going in, doing these bumps, whatever. Nobody's really in there. And then we're just getting into it, getting the pump, feeling the pump. And what I notice is on the TV, they start, my buddy, well, former buddy, would
Uh-huh.
always turn the TV channel to the History Channel. And it's like, all right, History Channel? Like, why History Channel
Mhm.
while we're in the gym? And then you notice that they always show Hitler footage, like,
Nice.
all the time. And you would just see this former friend of mine looking up like, this is beautiful. And you're like,
Pump,
what do you mean? He's
pump.
just like, well, I'm of German descent. And I'm like, uh-huh. And well, the winners of wars, they write the history. So you get what I'm saying. I'm like, I
Huh?
hope not. What are you hitting at here? And
I
he's
would have
just like,
liked things to come out differently. Let's say it that way.
for a minute. I thought, okay.
Oh, you thought I was going a different bad way.
Mm-hmm. But no, yeah, and he's just like, well, it's not as bad as what everybody says. And I'm like, it's fucking Hitler, dude.
It's pretty bad, man.
It's pretty fucking awful. Like, there's kind of a reason nobody does that mustache anymore, other than Michael Jordan, because he just wants to see if he can get away with it. Like, can I rock the Hitler and still be like the GOAT?
And then
he's the GOAT. And and then his like homunculus friend is off to the side, like just chuckling, doesn't have anything to add to this. So I'm like, he's not coming like right out this. I'll notch this as he's just caught up in like the ancestry of Germany and whatever. So I kept going because I was getting into shape, and the girl that I was trying to like get to notice me was noticing. She's just like, oh my god, like you're looking, what have you been doing? Little finger down the chest move that works like a charm.
Yeah.
And so I hate to admit it, I placated it longer than I should have and kept working out with this guy. And I'd argue and be like, no, Hitler's a piece of shit. It's a terrible idea that you just had. Anyways, at 5 of these, they're like, what's the right way to do this without throwing my back out? And it's just like, we just need a stronger society of people that are more willing to give their lives to structure. And he's always telling me to like get mad when I'm lifting. And I'm like, no, man, that doesn't work. Like, I'm not that pissed off. I'm not going to pretend to be like, ugh.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I eventually, it's not like it has a great ending. I just had to like stop hanging out with him. But it was such a bummer because, like, obviously it's one of those splits where it's like, all right, fuck you. And I'm just like, well, fuck Hitler. So, all right.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, God damn it. The one time I get in shape, it's from like coked out neo-Nazis.
Yeah.
It's just like, is that what it like takes? Because all my other friends that like smoke pot and believe in hugs for everybody, they're like, well, let's just eat 2 pizzas. Why the hell not?
Yeah. You gotta go find the hatred.
Just go under the overpass on the way to the major cities and just look for the new workout. What's their name? Trainer. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. I do the Pilates. So it's like a totally different thing. And it really doesn't do anything except for, it's not like a conditioning. It is conditioning. It's not like really strength building. It's not muscle building. It's not cardio. It's just like keeping your body all limber and all your muscles like working every muscle group out. And so I need to add to it for sure.
So is the instructor like a Pol Pot supporter or?
Well, I don't know. So far, she's just a nice lady.
That's how they start.
Yeah.
My guy was really nice too. He's like, let's go get some wings. And we haven't talked in forever.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just looking at me while I'm eating the wings. He's just like, I could totally slim you down. I can do this. I should have known.
Yep.
I thought it was a fun little playful voice. I didn't realize it was that voice.
Oh, yeah. He didn't even try to fit you into some camo or anything?
Oh, well, that's another story. This is before the learning about the Hitler thing. Him and his buddy like wanted to go do like, let's go up in the mountains with our guns and run like these tactic things. And I'm like, what? And he's just like, like we'll just like run around and it's good things to know. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to be that guy who acts like, I don't know, guns are not cool. Like, I'm pretty pro Second Amendment in a lot of ways. Probably not like your far right fellas, but
no,
yeah, I get it. If you want to have a gun, protect yourself. Hey, even if you want to go up in the mountain and have some fun, I get it. But pass a background check, blah blah blah. But we're not talking about politics here. these guys clearly were responsible gun owners. I was gonna say drug owners. They were pretty responsible with that stuff too. But anyway, they are like, all right, let's just go up. And I'm like, all right. I'm kind of assuming like, oh, you kind of run around like paintball, but it's like a shooting range or something, like those little John Wick training videos that you might have seen.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's just they wanted to like mask up and wear stupid outfits and like sneak around like they're on an army mission.
And scare the shit out of hikers.
And I was like, my outfit was sick though, because it was like my big black fluffy coat with like the little fake fur. And then I had like the black mask thing, and then I had like my little beanie. It's like, yeah, I look more stylish than all these motherfuckers. They're all looking like they're in the army.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. It's like if I'm gonna run around in the mountains, I'm gonna look delicious.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep.
clearly that hanging out this didn't really work out. So, but think about that. He went from being a gigantic pothead hippie to being like a neo-Nazi, coke head. Like,
which came
now,
first?
why wouldn't you want to go? Probably the coke.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to go back to your high school reunion and just find out what's happened to everybody?
Well, I mean,
that's how fucking far it swings. Like, all right.
I would think you'd just be surprised at how big a percentage of your class has done that exact same thing. It's just like a coked out neo-Nazi now. There's probably quite a big chunk
a lot
of
them are probably still Republicans.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure the ones that were in my class have either just sunk farther that way. A few of them I have run into and have climbed out, but yeah.
That is a weird thing. I almost feel like, the libertarians used to be more like the druggies. Now it's almost like the libertarians are like the responsible, like, God damn it, we just believe in limited government and the right to have guns. And we want to get back to a reasonable conservative party in this country. And then it's the actual Republicans that are like, let's do coke and sneak a 17-year-old over the border.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, they're fucking animals.
Yeah. That's party of morals right there.
Anyway, didn't mean to get into politics. But yeah, that's a fun story. I don't know when I was ever gonna get to it. So there you go.
Yeah. Good times at the game.
They're gonna like snip out little things of what I said. It's like, oh, he was a neo-Nazi.
I love Coke. Huh? I love Coke and Hitler.
Well, hey, let's.
Oh shit!
Coke's
I just
done so much better things than Hitler.
Well,
like, don't sully Cocaina's good name with that Hitler.
How many Tarantino movies has Hitler made?
Yeah. Fucking 1970s cinema, 1980s too.
Yeah, probably the rest of it too.
Turns all your good feelings into bad feelings.
You don't want no
It's a nightmare. All right. Any good food?
Ooh.
I got nothing.
We'll see.
Just the standards. Music City hot chicken.
Nice.
We went to this Doug's kind of breakfast dinery spot around here. Mm-hmm. That's like your big old hefty steak and eggs breakfast plate.
Ooh, well, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had it was kind of interesting. It was a pastalaya. So it was jambalaya, but instead of rice, it was pasta. So it had a big chunk of like a big chicken thigh.
I prefer a pasta truth teller. Hey, personally,
that's exactly what I said when I ordered it. I was like, I'd be pasta lion if I said I didn't want to try that. So,
oh my god! All right, yeah, what's the recipe though?
So you've had jambalaya, just like the rice with all the Cajun spices, and
it's not my favorite, but
yeah, it's got andouille sausage and usually some chicken. So this just had a whole chicken thigh, and then just had the sausage in with the pasta and some Cajun sauce. It was tasty if you like that stuff.
I need to really narrow down what it is in certain Cajun cuisine that really rubs me the wrong way, and that that I enjoy. Because I mean, there's Lucille's here in Fort Collins and plenty of like kind of Creole flavors and things like that, and I love it. So, but it did take time. Like I didn't start liking grits until you do the jalapeno and cheese with it, and I was like, all right, I can get into grits now. Like it took me a
There you
minute,
go.
but that eggs pontchartrain with the trout and the egg
Oh,
and the
so
is a
good.
hollandaise sauce, I think. Yeah, putting the Creole spice on it. I hadn't done that for the longest time, and buddy Andrew, the guy drumming for Gamma Paw right now,
Yeah.
he's like, oh yeah, put it on. I was like, oh holy shit, it like tied it all together.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's got to find that one, the one spice that doesn't mit.
Well,
Isn't in
yeah,
there.
I know one spice that I don't like, and I don't think it's even in it, but it's like rosemary. Just not into it. So like if you have like a prime rib, that's a really common thing to use on prime rib, but I'm like,
and chicken. Yep.
Yeah. But
Word.
that's just me.
Yeah.
You know,
Word.
I'd rather do coke and lift weights watching the History Channel than all that rosemary business.
I mean, if you're that's not a bad channel to watch while you're lifting weights. I mean,
Is this episode Coke in the History Channel or something like that? We get, I don't know. We'll think of something.
we'll find something.
Yeah, we're talking about Coca-Cola. What are you talking about? Sorry, lost my train of thought. I guess that's one quick thing. Andrew, who I just barely mentioned, drumming for Gamma Paw, and so that's something that's coming up. We have a show next Saturday. It's our first
Gamma
time playing
live.
Been waiting the whole pandemic to get up on stage. We were about ready right when it all kicked in. We didn't have a drummer yet, but we were thinking of having Corey come down and fill in. And you know, the place we were going to play doesn't exist anymore. Rest in peace, Pinball Jones. There's still another one. They just don't have music. It's too small.
Yeah, that other one was cool.
Yeah.
So this is Shocky's first show ever.
Yeah, and Andrew's.
Oh damn.
So I'm like Daddy Bear, taking in my two cubs. Like it's gonna be okay.
I hope it doesn't. But man, they like show code, show law, show everything about shows always shows that your first show sucks. So I hope it doesn't for your sake, because it's not your first show, but two dudes' first shows ever. It's gotta be there, you know. That's how it always goes.
Nadia Pero and Koshka had great first shows.
Maybe you have a magic.
You saw the Nadia Pero one, which I still think is excellent. We were in that theater in Smithfield and had like the curtains part and the moody music. Like,
oh, dude, I was mixing that show. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So it's like, no, yeah, that one was excellent. And then, but yeah, I was about to shit myself. But I don't know. These guys are older. I don't think they have quite as much. People like it feelings, but you will have it to a degree. And I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast. I don't think we have, but Koshka's first show could have gone bad because like string breaks on the very first fucking song, when it starts to pick up, and you're like, has anybody else got a bass in the house? And luckily, I'm drawing a blank on the name.
Tim. Rob left his bass for Tim.
Yeah, and then brought the bass up, and it was even nicer than the one I was playing on. And we rocked the shit out of it. I was wearing a hat that my Armenian buddies gave me that was way too fucking hot, but it fit the tone.
And see, that's the whole thing. That's what I remember. And maybe you remember from the Nadia Pero show, nothing like that happened at that one, but like the string breaking and stuff at the time, I was like, oh my God, the show's, we're crashing, you know, it's going down. And then it's hindsight. Years later, you're like, oh yeah, that was a sweet show.
Yeah. So, you know, it's probably going to be one of those gigs where it's going to be, we invited everybody around here in Fort Collins that we could. Maybe 1/4 of them will show up because it's the first one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that's not talking shit. That's just how people are. I've played shows before. You invite a bunch of people, especially if you've been around a while, 1/8 of them will show up. So it's like, yeah.
You guys are getting people to show up?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like some of them, and then it'll probably be playing for the other bands there.
Yep.
I hope I'm wrong, and very well could be. This is Colorado. I'm very used to Cache Valley.
Yeah.
Not shit talking Cache Valley. It's just a smaller. What's the word I'm looking for? Smaller scene.
I will shit talk the Cache Valley music scene all day, every day, and if you want to prove me wrong, please do. Because it's not.
If you would like,
it is shit talk, but it's just the truth.
If you would like to question Kellen on his opinion of the Cache Valley music scene, write us at thejacobwayneshow@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And be like, you know what? They picked Jason Momoa because he's super strong and he's an actually pretty good actor. Okay. Sorry, that's from something else. Yeah. Gamma Paw's first show.
Oh yeah.
Taking my little baby cubs out. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna rehearse all week. We're gonna rehearse before, break the stuff down, play the show. We'll get tomatoes and panties thrown at us. Sometimes together.
That's called addle when you whip up this tomato and the panties.
Yeah. Shockey was joking around. He had his pick. Like, we got done with the set today. We ran through it 3 times. Got his pick, and he just throws it like, ugh, that was the set. And it just makes this clinkety clink clink sound. And I'm like, it's going to sound just as audible at our first show. But it's going to bounce off of a fucking dude folding his arms in the front. Just like, bounce off his forehead. Clink, 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 clink. Just bullshit. All the same riffs.
I was going to tell you guys kind of sound like Godsmack, but now I'm pissed.
Hey, that's a fun story too. This is just story time.
Yeah.
Man, I can't get long-winded on this one because we do need to get to some other things. But all I will say is that our band, Koshka, Corey, the drummer, he brought in our album to show a coworker once. And it's like, it's pretty sweet. Like, I don't know if you guys just know this, but songs are supposed to go like intro, verse, chorus, verse, then like a bridge, and then probably a chorus again. Like, that's how you're supposed to write songs, okay? All right. Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of songs like that. You're right. And he's like, yeah, but it's sweet though. You guys sound like Godsmack. And go ahead and pause this podcast right now and just go throw on any Koshka song.
Pick one.
And then go listen to a Godsmack song and can't tell the difference.
Yeah. If you find the two that are, please send them to us.
Well, and I'm not even shit talking Godsmack or anything. It's just like, how do you even hear things?
Yeah.
Like, they're totally different. Like, you just hear G, 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 and Godsmack.
They also have guitar.
Yeah. Hear AC/DC. Oh, Godsmack.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's weird enough, and that's just a fun little story we like to remember. Yeah. But I was at work one day during the beginnings of Gamma Paw, and we were working on our first EP, and I was showing it to a couple friends at work, and one of them goes like, "Oh my god, it's kind of cool. It kind of sounds like Godsmack." I'm like,
oh yeah,
what? Like,
is it you?
Stand alone. Like, I don't sing like that. I voodoo.
I wonder if it's like just your like bass tone in some way, like
I'm doing the best I ever did. I'm doing the best that I can. I don't do that.
I'm glad, but I'm not saying anything else. I have no idea what it is. It's so weird. especially both, because if you the same thing you said about Fukoshka and Godsmack could almost be said about Fukoshka and Gamapa.
Yeah. Next time I come to Cache Valley and we work on Fakoshka stuff, I'm gonna be like, I got a new song. Just I'm doing the best I did. I'm doing the best that I can.
I'm down for another cover. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Just
All
do
right.
what we did to Ace of Spades.
Oh, Ace of Spades was great. And
Indeed.
Needles by System of a Down.
Yeah.
Mary Hopkins. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Done a couple covers. We did that
Some
pretty
fun ones.
sweet Willy Wonka.
Oh yeah.
I wish I still had that video footage. I can't remember what happened to it.
Oh damn.
Anyway,
We
one
have a
day
little
we'll
clip of
recreate
it.
it.
Yeah, we have just that little tiny taste of it in that one video.
Oh yes, and the Koshka, the beginning.
Yeah.
You should go watch that. It's a 15-minute video. I think it's on this channel. And it's it's basically all the footage from when Koshka started to the completion of Kitty Massage Parlor, our first album. And it's a little disjointed. We're trying to make something to watch out of everything we have, but I think it's kind of enjoyable.
Yeah, there's some random. There's what's that one show? That song from?
Oh, the Ropers that I ripped off from Opie and Anthony with Jim Norton when he brought that in.
You got my buddy doing the little thing right on the.
Yeah, and then there's also the awesome track at the end.
Oh yeah,
that's the whole reason to watch it. Little insider information. This will only be revealed in this episode. That song is not us.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but it's not Godsmack either.
Oh.
That song wasn't it like somebody up at USU that was on the football or basketball team or something?
Yeah.
And they came into Y Sound Studios and like, I'm gonna lay down some rhymes, man. I'm like, all right. So they recorded like him on like this beat, like just doing like a rap session. And it's the funniest shitty rap song ever. And Tim, who used to work at Y Sound, he's on the East Coast now and all that. He was our good buddy, produced our first record, and he just brought that out one day when we were just sitting in there. And I was like, this is fucking incredible. So anytime anybody came up into that studio room, like before a show or just hanging out with us, like, hey, Tim, why don't you show them that fucking awesome song? And we would just blast it. That might have been the beginnings of the Trash Candy playlist.
There you go. Getting started.
Yeah. Almost started like you was at a new school. Watching man transform. Snack pack. Yeah, go watch the video.
It's a good time.
Koshka, the beginning. It's like you could even skip to the end, but I don't recommend that you do because you'll miss the Roper song. You'll miss us playing music.
Random practice sessions.
The Noble Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
So anyway.
Corey even says stuff in it.
What?
He says,
yeah, it's just like,
I am empathetic.
How do you feel about this, Kellen? Corey? Kellen? Corey? I'm empathetic.
Yep. That's a good way to turn that to feel, I guess.
So how long have we been going?
Oh, let's see, about a half hour or so.
All right. So enough of this shenanigans. Let's get into our segments. We'll save the movies for next time. I haven't watched a lot, sadly enough, this month. And music-wise, I'll just mention one thing that was kind of interesting. There's this Nirvana Reimagined as House and Techno album.
Huh.
they did 27 electronic versions of Nirvana classics to mark each year of the frontman's life. And they did it out of his early support for like the LGBTQ community. And I was like, all right, I'll give that a shot. And I listened to it. And if you like house and techno stuff, it was interesting. I was like, oh, I never, and yeah, they definitely cover it and do their own thing with it. All I will say is that Nirvana lyrics to house techno is kind of like weird. It's like, even if you smell the fishes could see how you die. Like, what? Like,
yeah,
that's pretty great though. So
nice.
That's the only thing. Maybe go listen to it if you're into that sort of thing. But cool cause, tribute, whatever.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Cool
How about
idea.
you? Any music stuff?
No music stuff. I got a movie for next time, but yeah, we'll do it. We'll get there.
Maybe we'll do movies at the end. Let's see how these other segments go.
Nice.
So no video games. We just want to get into philosophy.
Let's do it.
All right. Quiet.
Okay. Well, here you go. This question goes from 0 to 100 real fast. Get ready. If we eat chickens, why not dogs, dolphins, or babies?
Dude, don't tempt me.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I'll
take the
dog
McDolphin.
Baby right now. I think they're called puppies, but
yeah. Canine.
Dude, I would cut out the inside of the dolphin and put human baby inside. Like a guac.
Like a turducken, but different.
Sure. Pup doll.
Dolphuman.
B.
Dolby.
Pup Dolby.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm just trying to picture the meal. Maybe instead of Coke and History Channel, it's like rosemary and dolphin. Dolphin and rosemary.
Ooh, that sounds like a weird short story.
Yeah. The dolphin and rosemary.
Well, the dolphin's like a dude in some like old play, isn't he? Like
with an emulsified baby inside. Wait, what?
Emulsified. God,
yeah.
Dang. So yeah, that question's crazy.
It's just like obviously you don't eat cow in India because there's a lot of Hindus.
We don't eat.
We love it over here. Go to another country, they eat dog, and they're like, "What's the big fucking deal?"
Yeah.
Our buddy Neil had some horse in the Ukraine. That would probably drive some people crazy here in the US.
Yeah.
And some people are vegan and they're like, all of it's gross, so fuck you.
Except babies.
Yeah, they'll still eat babies. All those vegan liberals in Hollywood trying to preserve their skin, snapping open those baby necks and sucking out that adrenochrome. That way the 5G can actually connect with the space laser in the sky, starting all the forest fires, so then they can set up their high-speed rail system.
Wait, this is just going to a good place.
I've been watching the History Channel and doing lines of coke and working out.
I know, I got it all worked out.
Got it all figured out.
Well, let's see. Do you want the next one that's actually somewhat maybe possibly interesting?
Sure.
So I mean, I think, yeah, I think it's.
I don't like imagining the person whose mind got blown by that. Like, yeah.
Why don't we eat babies?
We don't eat dolphins, do we?
I know.
So, Japan does, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of been trying not to, but
yeah.
Well, some, I don't know, whatever. I'm not trying to put that all on one country.
Oh yeah, well, plenty do. But if super intelligent aliens want to eat humans, are they wrong?
Well,
I guess not.
According to us, sure, but that doesn't mean that right and wrong. It's just like the aliens come down and they're like, "Look, you were a great source of protein, and we don't come across that a lot traveling the universe. We're gonna eat you. You're lucky we're even telling you what's gonna happen. Normally, we just sneak up on you and fucking snap your neck.
Yeah.
Emulsify your children and put it in dolphins and snack on it.
Have that for later.
So it's like, is it wrong? No, it isn't. It's like, they're just surviving. We might be like, this feels wrong. This feels fucked up. Like, Jesus, where are you? And Jesus is just like, I work in mysterious ways as he's putting on a bib. Come on, you grays.
Y'all thought you was the top of the food chain.
Yeah, if you just get that 5G implant, then we won't eat you. Get that like adrenochrome in your system, it taints the meat. That's why we do it. See, we're trying to not be eaten by aliens.
Yeah, trying to eat the rich.
Speaking of weird vaccine stuff, I can't remember. Did we talk about? I think we did. We talked about the one dude who got the vaccine, but he's against it.
I don't remember.
All right, we'll do it real quick. Sorry if it's a repeat. Can't remember. I was either reading it or somebody told me, but great source, right? Anyway, somebody said, people are saying, no, as this one guy got the vaccine because he was convinced that what the vaccine is like some implant. So when they flip a switch, it's gonna kill everybody that didn't get the vaccine.
Oh yeah.
So he's like, well, fuck it. Like, it's evil 1984 shit, but I'm getting the vaccine so I don't die. And I'm like, dude, we got to spread that around.
There you go.
It's just like, yeah, it's fucked up evil shit, man. But if you don't get the vaccine, like, you're going to drop dead.
Flip that switch, man.
You got to get a vaccine to, like, not die.
It's kind of the truth.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It's not even that big of a lie. It works perfectly.
Yeah. Anyway, there's that. That's how much those crazy philosophy questions sucked.
That you're gonna.
I had to go off into
conspiracy here.
Or
well, that's the whole thing.
Subjects.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's the same people who would probably be blown away by this who would ever think such things. It's like, do you really think that if the government, whatever government you want to talk about, most of the big ones wanted to kill everybody in their country, they could do it quite easily. It'd be pretty easy, pretty fast. I don't know why people think that's like such a weird thing. Like, it'd be hard to do, or that they don't already have every bit of information about you they want to know from your internet stuff. It's like, yeah, you're already done. It's already over. You already lost.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of checked out a little bit halfway through that. The vaccine stuff has gotten me so like kind of started like I can't with these motherfuckers anymore.
Nope.
That's gonna piss off my one buddy. He's pretty anti-vax, and we can still be friends, but oh my god. I don't know. I can never tell if he's trolling or not. You know who you are.
I don't know who you are. I'm looking at you.
We'll leave it that way. Yeah, what's next? Dear Jacob Wayne?
I do not have a Dear Jacob Wayne.
Weird news?
Weird news.
All right.
So this is perfect. So, cocaine disguised as a cake seized from a vehicle in Maine.
Okay.
A New York man and a Maine woman are facing charges over cocaine disguised as a cake that was seized from their vehicles. The DEA from Maine said, acting on a tip, the police stopped a car on Interstate 295, and a drug-sniffing dog found 4 pounds of coke. That's worth $200,000 on the street, and also seized was just under $2,000 in cash. And so 2 pounds of the cocaine was disguised as a marble cake with coffee grounds used to cover up the scent. So they in jail now.
So they made a cake to hide the coke.
Yeah. And then they apparently like packed it in like coffee grounds around it to try to cover the smell up. You know?
I think what we're coming to the conclusion of is, what are we going to name this fucking episode? It's like Coke, cake, dolphins, and rose. Like, I don't.
Cocaine.
I feel like it's almost there.
Cocaine with dolphins.
Dolphins, Coke, and the History Channel.
There you go.
History Channel can't like do anything, right?
No.
If you put it in the name.
No. Oh,
yeah, it's what we're doing is just a review of the History Channel. Everything we've been talking about, I'm sure that they discuss.
Indeed.
Yeah, why don't we eat dolphins and babies? We eat chickens, though. Look at this Hitler footage.
See it?
See?
Now for
It's
the
in
deadliest
color.
catch for some reason.
You want to do coke and run around in the forest with guns? Space lasers.
Here's a show about current events. Why is it on this channel?
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, let's do movies real quick and we'll call it good.
All right.
What'd you watch?
I watched an old classic that's been on the list for a long time. I watched the old Stephen King's Children of the Corn.
Outlander, we have your woman.
Yeah.
Outlander.
My takeaway is that main doctor dude and his girlfriend are just like way too nonchalant about just the amount of corn that's just stuck in everything. Like this town is like empty and there's corn everywhere, and they're just like, huh. Like not at all just like watching their back or anything. Like, this is a goddamn lot of corn. I would be freaking the hell out.
Well, this is the Midwest from back in the day. This isn't the Midwest now. After they had access to the History Channel and cocaine cakes and dolphin blood. No, yeah, that's it. I love that one. That's one of my favorite Stephen King adaptations.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite part is Outlander.
Yeah.
South Park famously reused that. Almost like the whole premise. It's like when all the kids want to get rid of their parents, so they say that they molested them.
Oh yeah.
And then the rest of the episode is just them running the town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's on my list. I'll probably watch it this month. So
nice.
I watched The Many Saints of Newark, which I did a review for. So I'm not going to go over it in this podcast. Just go watch that video on our channel.
Woo.
Yeah, I won't say anything. Got into October Movie Fest. Started with Stephen King's It, the new one. And I gotta say, I don't like that movie. I was really into it when it first came out. And the more I watch it, and you know I'm a gigantic fan of that book. The more that the modern way of making horror films mixed with the choices they made, like let's take this part out from the book, but then do this nonsensical thing with the lady in a painting. And
yeah,
I'm like, the more I watch it, I'm like, and to be fair, the first one is way better than the second one. I won't even watch the second one anymore. Like it really pisses me off. So I watched that and noticed myself being a little like, the magic's gone. I can't get into it anymore. And not trying to take a shit on Bill Skarsgård, who did a good job as Pennywise, but even his like just doing his fucking Scooby-Doo voice for Pennywise, I'm like, hey. And all I'm saying, I know I'm biased. I read the fuck out of the book, but if you watch the old TV miniseries, it's fucking lame. But Tim Curry's Pennywise is scary as shit. Like I still see it and I'm like, why'd that pop up on my phone? It's too late.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it. And yeah, the reason is that he's supposed to like be kind of like a regular guy with just something a little sinister behind him. The Pennywise in the new one is too like surreal and doesn't like, his head's all like fucking bulbous and it's like kind of like an alien monster, like whoa, like Whereas Tim Curry's just like, don't you want a boat, kid? Like just it's like old teeth.
Yeah,
And he's oh man, so creepy. And he's supposed
indeed.
spoiler, if you haven't read the book, he's kind of supposed to give off like creepy pedophilic vibes. Like that's
Yeah.
part of what makes him scary, is that he's just like, just go away, you fucking creepy fat bald 40 something, which I know I'm getting close to. So I'm like, I even oddly enough, I got like this SPF 500
Oh yeah.
during the summer, and I put some on, and it just cakes like white, like face makeup, and I'm like, I'm never
Yeah.
doing this again. The closest I've gotten to looking like a fucking clown. I mean, I might act
Not
like
getting
one,
there.
but
I ain't going to
yeah, I fucking hate clowns.
word.
But Stephen King's It, the book. I'm telling you, they need to adapt it, put it back in the 1950s, the 1950s, the 1980s, have the braided story, have it as a limited series on Netflix for like 8-10 episodes, whatever it takes. Do the whole fucking thing, put in all the shit from the book, except for that one scene. You know what I'm talking about?
Scene,
No, you can't. And you shouldn't. Hey, speaking of cocaine, apparently during a large portion of writing that book, Stephen King was fucking out of it, like just fucking coked out of his mind, coming up with like clowns and sewers and gangbang rituals, and you're like, all right, turns all your good ideas into bad ideas.
Yeah, that one scene, you're like, what about that one? He's like, I wasn't even there. I was just in the typewriter the next morning.
Oh my god. All work and no history channel makes Johnny a dull boy. Anyway, watched Young Frankenstein for the first time.
Oh yeah. Nice.
You'd seen that before, I imagine.
I've seen like parts of. I don't know if I have seen the whole thing. It's been a long time, but
Because
yeah,
you'd seen Blazing Saddles, and that one I hadn't seen until recently.
yeah,
Yeah, it's probably Mel Brooks' best film. It's not the funniest one, but like as far as the overall cinematography and acting and general atmosphere and all that, like it's like, all right, that's probably his best movie. And it is funny, but like it's, I like Spaceballs. Blazing Saddles was good.
yeah.
Partial to Men in Tights.
Oh yeah.
I'll admit it, I even like Dracula Dead and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen. You ever see that?
No, I haven't seen that one. That sounds good.
It's very silly and stupid, but yeah, it's Mel Brooks. I think it's his
Sounds
last
fun.
movie. So
shit.
people were not fans of it, but I was.
Damn.
So yeah, Young Frankenstein, I get it. It's a classic. Then I watched a shitty movie with a lot of awesome little like what the hell parts. Watched Wishmaster last night.
Huh.
I had seen that when I was 13 or something, and it's funny how when you watch stuff when you're younger, especially kind of growing up in the era that we did, you don't notice how made for TV some movies look when you revisit them. You're like, holy shit, like the production on this is
Yeah.
ridiculous. And like, but it has like some really cool practical creature effects, but the story is like dumb as hell. Like there's this creature who's like an ancient creature called the Jinn, like Djinn.
Mm.
And the only way that they can exact their will upon humanity is through wishes. And so whoever awakens the Jinn and claims their 3 wishes from him unleashes the rest of the Jinn onto the earthly realm, and chaos reigns, that kind of a thing. So it starts out in the ancient world. He gets captured in a gem and then gets reawoken by this lady. but the rules of how it works like just doesn't. He's trying to find her so he can get her to give the 3 wishes, but he can grant all these wishes to other people. But the thing is that they don't say like, I wish that blah blah blah. It's an old monkey paw story where you get a wish and it's terrible. Like he'll just come across this homeless guy and he's just like, that piece of shit kicked me out of his store. I hope he dies of cancer. And then this monster comes up. You wish that he does this? And it's like, it would be pretty great. How great? I would like that. Okay, done. And he gives cancer to the store owner and just like, wow. You're like, wait a minute. We didn't say yes, do this, or I wish. It's anyway. The movie sucks, but it's entertaining. It's nice. One of those. This is bad, but it's entertaining to watch and laugh at. Be a good drinking game. Sure. Every time he says, "Oh, I wish," it's terrible. I wish.
Nice.
Let's just say wish. God damn it.
Wish.
All right. That's it.
Nice. Fun movies.
So clearly cocaine was the theme.
Seems to be. Everything was either inspired by or created by.
How do you say cocaine in French? You want to look that up real quick?
Let's find out.
I'm going to have you do a couple words quick in French. Let's find out cocaine first. For those of you at home, the password is cocaine.
It's just cocaine, but the I has 2 dots.
What about dolphin?
Cocaine. That's how it's pronounced.
Cocaine.
Dolphin.
Dolphin. Cocaine. I don't know.
Gâteau is cake.
I don't know. We'll keep this from turning into just dead air.
Gâteau. Coca.
Let's just Coke in the History Channel. We're gonna do it.
I like it.
All right. Hopefully nobody has any issues, and I guess they would give us a warning, right?
Yeah.
And then we'd just be like,
no, we haven't done anything. We haven't used anything they've done. Yeah, you can talk about stuff all you want.
Can we put their logo up
that
here?
Might be a little.
That might be bad.
Yeah, that's where you might want to do that. Yeah.
Can we do Coke on the video right now, or is that bad too?
That's probably bad. Unless you're doing a history series called Coke History. And
then... I don't want to call it Coke History. I almost was convinced, but it was like they're like, oh, it's going to be a really sad one. It's just sad Jacob Wayne stories.
Yeah.
Pepsi yeah. Coke and the History Channel.
There you go.
Could have used some Coke for this episode just to like stay awake. I'm sleepy.
Well, I think you did good.
Thanks. I think you did a good job too, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're maybe missing next week?
Yeah, I'm gonna be out the OKC for a week, so
all right.
We'll miss you next time, but we'll be back the following week.
Cool. I think is that gonna be the Halloween episode?
The following week will be, I guess it might be the post Halloween.
I don't think I'm actually I'm not making that episode actually. I have somebody filling in for me. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. Somebody else is filling in for me around the Halloween show.
Okay, I gotcha.
But next week, maybe I'll have Mike Patton, Valentine.
There we go.
We'll have him on, and we'll do our top 10 Halloween movies and have a big old movie discussion.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. And I'll say, hey, did you ever do Coke and watch the History Channel? Well, I guess actually.
Now that you mention it, Hitler is pretty sweet.
Just saying, he would have saved the thing.
He did art too.
Yeah, he was an artist, wasn't he? You know, he had a lot of ideas. Anyway, not trying
say
to.
what you
This episode is trying to piss people off.
say what you want about Hitler, but he did kill Hitler, so it's pretty
Fuck
cool.
yeah, and his dog. He was
Yeah.
gonna eat him, but then he's like, "Oh yeah, oops, I killed myself. I was gonna have a side of baby and Dolphin, and
Bring me final Dolphin.
yes." Alrighty, that was a good episode. You did a good job, sir.
Yeah, you as well. We'll see you in a couple of weeks, everybody.
All right, ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
There we go. Thank you for listening to The Jacob Wayne Show. If you would like to contact us, please write us at fakoshka@gmail.com. That is FAKOSHKA@gmail.com. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. Simply search The Jacob Wayne Show and it should pop right up. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a review and share this podcast with your friends. Please write us. It helps add content to the show and makes the show even better for you, the listener. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to